On Global TV News Prime, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu calls for peace, unity for national development. In business, United Arab Emirates straightens ties with Africa at African Union Summit. And on the foreign scene, United Nations pushes for ceasefire, Horn of Africa stability. And in sports, Falconets to play Malawi at Under-20 World Cup qualifying round. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Prime on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Jumai Manson. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Now the news in full. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has emphasized that sustaining peace and unity across Nigeria is essential for national development. Tinubu made the remarks at the unveiling of Odesi of Royalty, the autobiography of Owe of Uwe Kingdom, Emmanuel Sediso Abe1, held at the Monarch's Palace in Ephraim, GRA, Owe local government area, Delta State. Presented by the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, the President commended Abe1 for promoting peace and progress in his domain. Through collaboration with federal authorities, Tinubu acknowledged the monarch's contributions to local governance, expressed pride in his leadership, and wished him continued health and longevity. Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has described the Aragungu International Fishing symbol of national unity, resilience, and Nigeria's rich cultural heritage, saying the 83-year-old event reflects the enduring spirit of the people of Kebbi State. Speaking at the festival ground, Tinubu credited improved security coordination, intelligence gathering, and community engagement of the relative peace that enabled this year's celebration to hold successfully. The president assured Nigerians that his administration remains determined to defeat banditry and insurgency in order to sustain peace, protect livelihoods, and drive economic growth. Meanwhile, the massive 59-kilogram fish emerged as the biggest catch at the 61st edition of the festival, drawing excitement from thousands of spectators gathered at the Maitan Fada River. The record-breaking catch was secured by Abubakar Usman from Miyama local government area, underscoring the festival's enduring appeal as a major cultural and tourism attraction. Moving on now to Vice President Kashim Shettima says Nigeria is prepared to collaborate with African Union member states to strengthen continental health, security, pharmaceutical independence, and emergency response systems. Speaking on the sidelines of the AU summit in Addis Ababa, Shettima outlined ongoing efforts to expand local drug manufacturing, improve regulatory standards, and increase domestic health financing. The summit also witnessed the formal launch of the African Health Security and Sovereignty Initiative aimed at reducing the continent's reliance on external medical supplies. The Federal Capital Territory Administration has signed a memorandum of understanding with Suburban Broadband Limited and Akida Hills Limited for the development of digital and commercial infrastructure in Abuja. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike says the partnership is aimed at driving economic expansion, job creation, and transforming the capital into a globally competitive city. Kabir Hassan tells us more.
The agreement signed in Abuja is expected to strengthen broadband connectivity and redevelop key commercial hubs within the Federal Capital Territory. The partnership with Suburban Broadband Limited focuses on expanding digital infrastructure to enhance innovation and economic activities, while Akida Hills Limited is set to drive a major redevelopment project around the Jabi Lake axis. Speaking at the signing ceremony, the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, described the initiative as a part of the broader effort to reposition Abuja as a modern and globally connected capital city.
The essence of this is to let the public know that it is no longer going to be business as usual. This is a strategic land situated at Jabi, where we have the Jabi Lake. Abuja ought to grow fast. So today we have signed this agreement. We believe that you will apply and do what is with the memorandum of understanding.
Suburban Broadband Limited says the project will generate employment and contribute significantly to Abuja's digital transformation. The company also commended the minister's leadership style and commitment to infrastructure renewal.
The project will bring significant foreign investment into Nigeria, create meaningful jobs, opportunities for Nigerian people, and contribute to the continuous growth and development of Abuja as modern, globally connected capital city. We are committed to building infrastructure that will support innovation, connectivity, and economic expansion within FCT.
On its part, Akida Hill Limited says the redevelopment of the Jabi Lake area will reposition Abuja as a prime tourism and commercial destination. The company expressed confidence in meeting project timelines.
This idea of redeveloping the Jabi Lake Mall for us has been something that's been a burning desire for Akida is for the last 3 years. And we are so excited that this is coming to fruition.
The FCT administration says the collaboration reflects its commitment to sustainable infrastructure development, digital expansion, and private sector partnership in advancing the Renewed Hope agenda. However, the administration officials say implementation will commence immediately with monitoring mechanism in a place to ensure timely delivery. Kabir Hassan, reporting for Global TV News.
The federal government has raised fresh concerns over the growing vandalization of Nigeria's road and bridge infrastructure, warning that the threat poses serious danger to public safety and national development. Minister of Works, Senator David Umahi, sounded the alarm during a press briefing in Abuja. Kabir Hassan again reports.
The minister described the removal of critical structural components from major bridges as a direct attack on national assets. According to him, vandals have been targeting expansion joints, steel reinforcement, and other essential bridges components, including parts of the Niger Bridge and the Covenant Bridge. Umahi revealed that security agencies recently apprehended individuals allegedly involved in removing vital components from the Covenant Bridge. He warned that such actions, combined with overloading by heavy trucks, are placing a numerous strain on infrastructure originally designed to last about 30 years.
One is to draw the attention of the public to massive vandalization of our critical infrastructure. Illegalities have a lot of consequences for our infrastructure. Just about 2 weeks back, we caught people, and that's the second time we are catching people, removing the cat eyes, electrical devices on top of the bridge.
The minister explained that many bridges across the country were not designed to withstand the level of stress they are currently subjected to. He stressed that excessive loading and deliberate vandalism are weakening their structural integrity.
We do not desire that heavy trucks and vehicles will be parking on our roads and bridges. Roads and bridges are never designed for static loads. We are asking for trouble by allowing vehicles and big trucks and small trucks to be parking on our bridges. We have a very big issue on Terminal Bridge and big issue on Qatar Bridge, to the extent that Qatar Bridge has to be demolished.
Umahi also lamented the illegal occupation of federal roads right-of-way corridors, describing it as another major challenge obstructing infrastructure development. He disclosed that the ministry has begun deploying proactive technologies on bridges to curb vandalism and assist security agencies in trafficking offenders. The minister called on Nigerians to see public infrastructure as a collective asset that must be protected, as he reaffirmed the federal government commitment to maintaining and rehabilitating critical road networks, warning that continued destruction will lead to higher repair costs, transportation disruption, and potential loss of lives. Kabir Hassan, reporting for Global TV News.
The Benue State Police Command has confirmed the safe release of worshippers abducted during a vigil in Ado local government area. 4 suspected kidnappers have been arrested with arms and ammunition recovered. The Commissioner of Police, Ifeanyi Emenari, made this known while briefing journalists in Makadi. Felicity Indere reports.
The Commissioner of Police in Benue State, Ifeanyi Emenari, while briefing journalists at the government house in Makurdi, stated that operatives of the Ado division arrested 2 suspects in connection with the incident, seizing 5 rounds of 7.62mm ammunition, and subsequently handed them over to the Inspector General of Police Intelligence Response Team for further investigation. The Commissioner of Police said a February 14th raid recovered an AK-47 and 8 rounds of ammunition, arrested 2 more suspects, and led to the unharmed release of the victims.
The directive of the Inspector General of Police is that the bandits, the kidnappers, and the cultists operating in Benue State must be rooted out by all means. And that is the stand of the Executive Governor too. We must rout completely banditry in Benue State. Benue State can never ever be a soft ground for banditry again.
Meanwhile, Governor Hyacinth Alia reassures of his administration's continued partnership to strengthen security and ensure that communities live without fear.
His Excellency is committed to the security of this state in its totality, in its entirety, and is working tirelessly to ensure that Benue communities live without fear.
According to reports, the Inspector General of Police has deployed the Police Air Wing and additional tactical teams to strengthen security in Benue State. In Makurdi, Felicity Ndere reporting for Global Television News.
The Imo State government has reaffirmed its commitment to supporting transport operators following a solidarity march organized by transport unions in Owerri. Our correspondent, Amarachi Ibe, tells us more.
Representing Governor Hope Uzodinma at the event, Chief of Staff Nnamdi Anyehi commended transport unions for maintaining peace and discipline within the sector, noting that improved unity among operators has strengthened cooperation with government. He assured members that their requests, particularly those concerning empowerment and operational support, would receive due consideration, stressing government's readiness to continue engaging stakeholders to strengthen the transport sector.
Our governor is a listening governor. No matter what you come to him with, he will look at it and give you answer for what you have asked for. And I believe that what you have asked for is not much in this. Just for a revolving loan, okay? To help you people. I would like to use this opportunity to thank you to continue to maintain law and order and do things the rightful way. Government is proud of NURTW.
Yes, sir.
I will continue to show you people our law.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you desire from us, we will try as much as possible to meet you.
In his address, Jeff Eze, chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, expressed appreciation for ongoing infrastructure improvements across the state, noting that improved road networks have eased transportation challenges and reduced vehicle maintenance costs for operators. He appealed for empowerment programs, including revolving loans or grants to support transport workers, and also request land allocation for permanent union secretariats to ease operational burdens.
And we ask for government intervention in form of revolving loan or grant that will empower our members and increase the transport value chain of our state. An arrangement that will be under the supervision of the Ministry of Transport.
The march signals stronger government-union collaboration, promising smoother roads and better services for commuters and transport operators alike. From Owerri, Amarachi Ibe reporting for Global TV News.
You are watching the live broadcast of News Prime, where News Prime continues after this break with weather reports. Stay tuned.
On behalf of government and the entire good people of Kano State, the state chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Prince Abdullahi Abbas, wishes to welcome the Nigeria's Vice President, His Excellency Kashim Shettima, GCON, the national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Nintawe Yilwatda, Chairman Progressive Governors Forum, His Excellency Hope Uzodinma, and the entire APC family to the official defection of Kano State Governor, His Excellency Alhaji Abba Kabir Yusuf, to the APC. The event is scheduled to hold as follows. Date 16th February 2026. Venue Sani Abacha Stadium, Kofar Mata. Announcer Director General Media and Publicity Honorable Sanusi Bature Dawakin Tufa 4, and on behalf of Publicity Committee.
Thank you for joining us. As you can see on the satellite imagery, a significant dust plume is active along parts of Algeria, Libya, and Egypt corridor. Currently, this dust is being masked by high-level cloud cover over parts of Chad and Niger. As those clouds begin to clear by Monday, the dust is expected to become more visible and gradually drifting towards northern parts of Nigeria, leading to reduced horizontal visibility in slight dust haze. Motorists should drive cautiously, especially during the early morning hours. Individuals with respiratory sensitivities are also advised to limit outdoor exposure. Across the central cities, we're expecting mostly sunny skies with few clouds here and there. Meanwhile, isolated thunderstorms are likely along the coastal belt of the country, including the adjoining inland areas, parts of Edo, Ondo, Ogun, some parts of Anambra, Enugu, Imo, and Ebonyi states. For airline operators, please ensure to obtain NIMET e-flight folder before operations for the latest weather updates. And that's your forecast. Stay weather aware and have a safe day ahead.
You're welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, this is News Prime on Global Television. Thank you for staying with us. In business now, the United Arab Emirates has reinforced its partnership with African nations, highlighting investments, renewable energy initiatives, and strategic cooperation during the 2026 summit of the African Union in Addis Abeba's Ethiopia. The UAE outlined its engagement at the summit in a statement, noting that the Minister of State Sheikh Yaram Al-Yarham stayed alongside heads of state and senior officials to discuss continental priorities such as peace, security, economic integration, and sustainable development. The UAE's participation reflects its commitment to consolidating relations with African countries, strengthening partnerships based on trust and mutual respect, and supporting efforts for peace, stability, and sustainable development across the continent. Over now to the foreign scene. Now, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has renewed calls for an immediate ceasefire in Sudan's civil war, while also urging restraint amid rising tensions between Ethiopia and Eritrea. He made the call on the sidelines of the African Union Summit in Addis Abeba's. Mukhtar Kasim reports.
The UN chief says the global body is intensifying diplomatic efforts to end nearly 3 years of devastating conflict in Sudan. Fighting between the Sudanese army and the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces since April 2023 has killed tens of thousands and displaced more than 11 million people, triggering what the United Nations describes as the world's worst humanitarian crisis.
We have seen a carnage in Sudan that is totally intolerable in the 21st century. We have been very actively engaged towards the African Union, together with the African Union, with the Arab League, with the Quad, and with other key actors, in order to put effective pressure for an immediate ceasefire.
Speaking on the sidelines of the African Union Summit in Addis Ababa, Guterres said efforts are underway with regional blocs and key international actors to secure a truce, while also stressing the need to address foreign involvement in fueling the war. He also turned his attention to rising tensions in the Horn of Africa following renewed fighting in northern Ethiopia and concerns of a possible fallout with neighboring country Eritrea.
So my strongly hope is that the two countries will be able to reconcile and will be able to, with that, contribute to the peace and stability in the continent.
Ethiopia and Eritrea share a long and turbulent history, including a deadly border war and more than recent strains following the Tigray conflict. As conflicts persist across parts of Africa, the United Nations says it will continue diplomatic engagement aimed at securing ceasefires and preventing further regional instability. Mukhtar Kasim, reporting for Global Television News.
In sports stories now, Nigeria's Falconets have defeated Senegal 2-1 in Dakar to secure a 3-1 aggregate victory and advance to the final round of qualifiers for the 2026 Women's Under-20 World Cup. Goals from Chinasa Kindness, Ifeanyi and Precious Oscar sealed the win despite late pressure from the host. The Falconets will now face Malawi in a decisive tie for a place at the tournament scheduled to be held in Poland. And that's it on News Prime. Here is a recap of our top stories again. On Global TV News Prime, we brought to you that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has emphasized that sustaining peace and unity across Nigeria is essential for national development. In business, United Arab Emirates has reinforced its partnership with African nations, highlighting investments, renewable energy initiatives, and strategic cooperation during the 2026 summit of the African Union in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. And on the foreign scene, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has renewed calls for an immediate ceasefire in Sudan's civil war, while also urging restraint amidst rising tension between Ethiopia and Eritrea. And finally, in sports, Nigerians Falconets have defeated Senegal 2-1 in Dakar to secure a 3-1 aggregate victory and advance to the final round of qualifiers for the 2026 Women's Under-20 World Cup. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen by using @Global TV NG. I am Jumai Manson. Thank you for watching.